qualifying rate. What are we talking about when we're talking about a qualifying rate? At the time of pre-qualification, your loan originator is going to pull your credit, they're going to look at your income, and they're going to have a bracket of rates of what they can offer you. Okay, so with that bracket, I believe I did a thing on this a little bit before on how rates work. So the middle of the road rate may be 5% or whatever the timing is at that time. We're just going to use this as an example. So if the rate based on your credit score, the amount of loan you're getting, the middle of the road one that doesn't cost you anything is here. But if you wanted like a 5 1/4, you make it a lender credit. Okay, but if you want to buy the rate down to 4 3/4, okay, 4.75, okay, you might have to pay 2 points for that rate. Okay, so those are different. So what a good loan originator will do, they'll tell you right now rates are at 5, but I'm going to quote you 5 1/4, okay, or maybe 5 1/8, and that's what we're going to put on the pre-qualification. And the reason being is, by the time you go out searching for a home and you get it under contract and we have full loan application and that loan is registered, because a lender can't lock in a rate until your loan is registered. Okay, so they want to make sure they have as much information. They want to lock it in good, make sure you're not penalized later. So when they lock in that rate, it's best that they have full application, you sign the letter of intent to proceed, and then lock in your rate. That's when I would recommend doing that. But you go by the advice of the loan originator you're working with, okay, by your comfort level. Because if you want to set that locking period based on your contract, so locking in a rate could hurt you because then you're in a rush to get that closed if you don't find the right property or you have problems with that property. So I always like to lock in after the intent to proceed, after your initial disclosures, okay? And then you also know how much money you may need. Maybe you need a lender credit, or maybe you have a bit of money saved and you want to buy down that interest rate for yourself. Okay, so there's different things. So the qualifying rate, it's always good for the loan originator to put it higher in case by the time you get under contract, interest rates go up, okay, you know you're still qualified to buy that house. Okay, if interest rates go down, it's just a great benefit for you. So you always want to get pre-qualified over the market rate. You always want to get pre-qualified higher than the market rate, so you know you're not overextending yourself. That's what I always recommend. I always like to see a 1/4% higher on all my pre-qualifications. That's just my habit. Some lenders or some loan originators may be worried that you're going to go out and shop the rate, so they may pre-qualify you at maybe at 4 3/4, okay, to show a lower interest rate, knowing that you have the funds to buy down the rate, or they're hoping the market drops by the time you lock in your rate. So there's different marketing strategies. I'm a very conservative person. I want to make sure I qualify you at the worst case scenario, okay? So that's just how I do things. Talk to your loan originator and how you feel, what your risk tolerance levels. Well, hopefully answered your questions.